What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody today? Good to hear. Today we're going to talk about this instrumental band from Hicksville, West Virginia. They go by the name of Karma to Burn. This is their album Almost Heathen, released in 2001 on Spitfire Records. Karma to Burn formed sometime in 1997. They were originally signed to Roadrunner Records, but they broke up with them because they only... I guess one of the stipulations to Roadrunner releasing their material was that they had to have a vocalist, and they were an instrumental band all this time and recorded all their songs as an instrumental kind of jam, desert rock, heavy rock. They like to call themselves malt-ternative, so that's maybe some sort of beer drinking alternative music. But anyway, so they had to like just pick some like vocalist out of the blue and just make an album with him, and it totally didn't work out, so they told Roadrunner to fuck off, and they got picked up by Spitfire, recorded 2 albums for them, broke up in 2002, shortly after this album was released. But I actually just found out like 5 minutes ago that they got back together in 2009, and there's plans for like another LP to come out, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, Karma to Burn trio, all instrumental music, very heavy rock. But it's not like the instrumental music like you'd hear from bands like, you know, like Pelican and stuff like that, where it's like instrumental kind of stuff. This stuff is like heavy rocking, hard-hitting, kind of rock and roll instrumental stuff. It's got lots of cowbells and stuff like that. It's kind of derivative of like bands like Clutch and Kyuss and like, of course, Black Sabbath, but that goes without saying to anything. That's like remotely heavy rock, hard rock, kind of metal-ish type stuff. Desert rock, stoner rock, whatever have you. But yeah, pretty much what you get on this album is just, it's got 10 songs, it's 48 minutes long, and it's just pretty much just variations on this same kind of theme, same kind of idea, just like all these hard rocking songs with lots of like creative riffs and like, you know, hard fluid like drumming and stuff like that. Not a lot of variety on here. It doesn't get monotonous though. These guys do a good job of keeping it more or less interesting and just coming up with like a handful of interesting ideas and how to take this like just heavy rock into like kind of, you know, just differentiating the sound just enough to keep the album interesting. But there it is, it does come off a little bit formulaic at times, but it's also still pretty badass. There's a couple of twists and turns on here. You know, it's just these guys who, you know, want to strip away vocals. They also strip away song names and also lyrics. They just name their songs in the order that they write them. So the first song they wrote would have been called One, and they don't even like put them on the album in the order that they wrote them. Like the first song's 19, the second song's 38, and like the last song's 40. Like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much pretension-free, pretense-free. There's not a lot of preconceived notions of what it's going to be like because there's no real clues. It doesn't really... You can totally make these songs out to be whatever you want because the song titles don't tell you anything. It's like, oh, the song 39 really speaks to me, but the album does kind of lack variety, I guess, but not to its detriment, I guess. These guys have a very keen sense of what they want to do with their music, and they kind of stick to their guns, so that's sort of admirable. The artwork on the album's pretty badass. There's some evil-looking artwork there. Some, like, priests from the year 1291, and a pope in 2001 there, and this lady got stabbed with some sort of crucifix dagger, and there's this goat demon with some sort of like old-fashioned like rifle watching this big scene burn. It's kind of cool. There's a picture of the band there, troublemakers, drinking. I don't know about their chasing beer though. There's like Budweiser, Heineken, some sort of like Miller Lite beer. Like, I don't know. I used to drink Budweiser a long time ago, but I don't drink Bud anymore. And Heineken, what are you guys doing? Just pentagrams there. There's also a cool picture here. The actual inside the disc is kind of neat. It's got like 6 arms. Pretty badass stuff. Just another pentagram on the back. But yeah. Really not a lot to say about these guys. It's hard rocking. Each song, you know, follows the same formula. It sounds well produced to me. Like, I don't know, like drums, juicy bass, you know, interesting guitar riffs and stuff like that. It seems alright. It doesn't really get too monotonous, doesn't really get too mundane. It's got a lot of energy, it's got a lot of balls. 3 guys from Hicksville, West Virginia. Karma to Burn, the 3rd album. Almost Heathen, released in 2001 on Spitfire Records.